It's our final day here in Penang, and the first thing we did this morning, we had a little bite to eat at the hotel. About a 20-minute grab ride from our hotel. We are now at Kek Lok Si Temple. It's a huge temple. I think it's one of the largest in Southeast Asia. The ride was pretty much all traffic. The fare was about 30 ringgit, which is reasonable for how far we went. That's the peak period. I think at one point I even saw it around 18 ringgit. So it was like almost double, but still very reasonable to get here. I'm worried about getting back because like, I don't know how many grabs actually come out here. We're at the base of the temple and there is a funicular that I think takes you to the mid-level, and then there's another section as well. You can take the funicular. Sometimes there's massive queues. I don't think there's a queue right now, but Chantal and I are walkers, so we're gonna try and walk most of this. If we get to a point where we can't walk, we'll decide to take the funicular, because I think the only place to get a grab is actually back down at this area. I just wanted to check the price. I think it's around 3 ringgit one way, so it's really reasonable. Walked up and the ticket guy said there's no rails today, so maybe it's just today, or I don't know. It's fine, because honestly, the weather is really nice. And you know another benefit?
What?
We can wear shorts. I see people in skirts and dresses. There's not really an enforced dress code here compared to most Southeast Asian temples.
First tourist attraction is the tortoise pond, where you can buy some vegetable to feed them for a couple of ringgits. Okay, so there's a sign that says you're not allowed to liberate them. So I think that means you're not allowed to take them out and free them from this place.
That's the biggest turtle I've seen. Yeah, he's the god turtle looking over the others. It's worth mentioning, I said that it feels nice out, the weather. We got here around 11 o'clock, so it's not even like early morning. I suspect by the time we get up there, it's gonna get hotter, but there is a little bit of a breeze, which is nice. So we suspect, because we heard a lot of complaints about being dropped off down below and having to walk through all the traffic, and there's a parking lot, but it's super dead. Because the funicular is not running today, I suspect that's why there's not as many people visiting today maybe, because it is very quiet. I'm actually quite surprised. So maybe that's the traffic actually, because there's a lot of cars here. So we'll find out if there's an actual route this way.
In the mid-level section, they have a vegetarian restaurant and a couple of little souvenir shops.
Make sure to stay hydrated. It's hot. You want to see something really cool?
Sure.
If you look back, you can actually see where our hotel is.
Oh my gosh, is that the top? So we're cooling off right now, but the great thing about this place is that most of what we've seen so far seems to be free.
So the main statue, which is this huge statue at the very, very top, yes, there is a funicular that is in operation. So we're just gonna go walk over and check out how much it is. It looks like there's also a buggy service. I'm not sure if that just goes down or up. So it is actually the same price as the one that we saw that was shut down or was closed. It's 3 ringgits to go up and 3 ringgits to go back down. It actually is very reasonable, to be honest. So if you do want to go check out the temple at the very top, probably worth taking this.
you want to go into the pagoda, you need to pay 2 ringgits. Okay, after a very long taxi ride to a restaurant we wanted to check out called Hameediyah, which we saw yesterday. It was completely empty. They were telling us to come in. We thought today would be okay because it's around the same time that we walked by yesterday, but there's a huge line.
So that being said, we are definitely not gonna wait here. It's still saved for maybe eventually going to visit. This looks pretty good. It is the oldest Nasi Kandar in Malaysia, so yeah. And they had really good looking murtabak.
We found a cute little restaurant. It's a little cool in here. And we're gonna get our curry meat and Char Kway Teow.
It just seems that in general, Sunday afternoons are very busy here because another really popular spot called Penang Road famous Laksa has a massive queue as well. That's cool. It's a dim sum takeaway right across from the Laksa place. There's just a lot of food on this street, by the way, including this Chendol spot that also looks very popular. How is it?
Very refreshing.
Nice. Just literally on the corner of where we just were, where all the food stuff is, including like, it looked like 2 Chendol spots that were super popular, is this soybean place. It's from Ipoh, and apparently it's really good. Let's try it. Refreshing.
Might be too fishy for you.
Oh no. About a 15-minute walk from our hotel. And we're near the jetties. So on one side of the island are a whole bunch of jetties. In fact, there's 7, if I googled that correctly. And each jetty is owned by a certain clan. So there are residences that live on these jetties. But there's 2 in particular that are popular with tourists and like are welcoming for tourists. The other ones are like, I mean, you can still walk through it, but you just gotta respect them more. While these 2 other ones I think are like catered more to tourists. So right now Chantal's just eating some kimchi because we're a little bit hungry. Took a little bit of a nap, and then from here we're gonna figure out how to cross this busy street and get to one of the jetties.
We survived the cross over to the other side.
We're officially on the jetty. Chantal, how many people live here?
75 units.
75 units on this jetty, but it kind of juts out in both directions. This main section is actually where a lot of the souvenir shops are. There's food, tons of tourists. I don't know how far down we are, but there's an open section, a lot of people taking pictures. I'm kind of bummed because we did see one section where they had Hong Kong egglets. It looked amazing, and I think they even took a card. They had like a proper machine, but as soon as we walked up, they closed the doors because they were closed. First entered, there's this really cool tree, and it's got like a little incense burning thing. And I saw all these people here watching it. I didn't realize there was an actual TV though. They're just watching TV. Just across the street from the jetties is this huge hawker center or food court. A lot of stalls. It's actually pretty busy right now. And then if you want your dessert, boom, 米血.
While we're here, we might as well check out another jetty.
And it's a lot quieter. It's strictly residential, it seems like.
This one is much smaller, only 12 residential units.
Okay, we're at our final meal and we're at Presgrave Street, and there's massive queues in certain places, but we just wanted a Char Kway Teow. I think this is the same one we actually saw the first night we came here. There were some issues with the payment app, but thankfully we made it work. We ended up buying 2 drinks from another lady and just paying her additional, and he just transferred directly to her. Total cost for the 2 drinks and the Char Kway Teow was 15 ringgit. And the Char Kway Teow we were trying this time is duck egg, so it's a little bit more unique. Okay, we ended up getting wonton mee as well. The total for that was 8 ringgit for a medium. Although I only had 1 wonton and 1 fried one. What do you think?
The Char Kway Teow was good.
Did you taste any difference with duck egg? Because this was duck. No. Yeah, can't tell. Maybe it's healthier? Who knows? But we're gonna try and find some dessert now.
在澳洲过来，我们训练他听话。你在追。
We just walked by another food court, and it's definitely newer, but it's much cleaner. We were going in to see if there was Chendol, because unfortunately there was a Chendol spot, but they didn't accept the QR that I use, called Do It. Yeah, this hawker or food court only has savory stuff. I didn't see any dessert stalls, unfortunately. Chantal, what kind of Chendol is this? Talk to me.
It's a different kind of Chendol that we haven't seen before, but it's cheaper here and it was right there when we looked.